Hey y'all, welcome to Heavy Cardboard. I'm one of the co-hosts, Edward Euler, and this is a first for us, and we're pretty sure this is a first for the entire board game hobby, and that's our Patron drive. So for the last 3.5 years, Heavy Cardboard's been producing thorough, in-depth reviews, interviews, playthroughs, both on our podcast as well as our YouTube channel.
Hey everybody, I'm Amanda Euler, the other co-host of Heavy Cardboard. Like Edward was just talking about, the show has really grown and the show has become really the driving force when it comes to me and Edward a lot of the time. And the community that has grown up around the show is just incredible. And we really would like for you to join in it. We love playing games, we love reviewing games, and we love talking about games. And Heavy Cardboard has allowed us to do that in a forum that we can share it with a lot of people. And the amount of growth that we've seen in just the community around the show itself in general has been incredible and a very humbling experience, to say the least.
We've come to a bit of a crossroads in terms of where the show is. We want to continue to grow, both in terms of the scope of the coverage that we provide the hobby, but also in terms of just being able to produce quality and quantity when it comes to both the podcast and the YouTube channel.
But we need your help. And with your help, Edward will be able to become a full-time producer for Heavy Cardboard and will be able to continue to bring you the high-quality content that you've come to know and love.
So you might be asking yourself, what exactly is a Patron drive? Well, we know that y'all know that there's a bunch of crowdfunding sites out there. There's Kickstarter, Indiegogo. However, we've chosen Patreon. And we chose Patreon for two big reasons. First and foremost, it's all about the community that has grown up around the show and having that community take part and be a part of this show. And on top of that, Patreon affords us the opportunity to just be creators and just focus on what it is that we're creating.
So really the whole idea behind Patreon is patronage, which goes back years and years because, you know, you've heard the term patron of the arts, right? People would give money to Shakespeare and Mozart and Da Vinci. All of those people had patrons. The patrons would pay them to be able to get their art, for them to be able to create the art that they wanted to. And not only that, but, you know, it built a sense of community around that. And the person could be like, hey, Mozart's my homie.
So the idea here is kind of the same thing. We're asking y'all to become our patrons that gives us the ability and the freedom and the independence to be able to create the board game media that we have been creating that y'all want.
So the concept of the Patron Drive is a lot like a Kickstarter or Indiegogo, except we are trying to build a community around our show instead of just a fundraiser.
So ultimately, we want your input. We want your collaboration. We want you to join us on this journey that is this Heavy Cardboard train that's chugging along the tracks. So this is where y'all come in. We want y'all to become our patrons.
So you can do this in a couple of different ways. There's some buttons below. One of them will take you over to our Patreon where you can pledge us a monthly amount and get some cool Patreon perks. And the other one is where you can go to our store and you can do a 1-year pledge in advance, or you can buy some cool swag.
So that's it. We're really excited about where the show can go with your help, the improvements that we can continue to make with the show. And basically, we just want y'all to join us on this journey. So hopefully, the last 3.5 years have been a great ride, and we're really excited to see where the next few years takes us. So thanks, and hopefully, you guys will become a patron of Heavy Cardboard.